I'm live. I have to just go live on Instagram. This is part of all the fun is getting things all lined up. This is why I'm a kind of always reluctant to do live streams on my own. Like I was telling my children, I'm very happy to hop in to other people's lives, but a little bit nervous doing it myself. So apparently I'm live right now on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. And I would just hear my email. So my email has to go. Um, switch off my Instagram. So Instagram, so just you have to bear with me. I'm checking everything. If you're here and you're on Facebook or on YouTube and you want to make a comment, I believe I'm able to see it. Which is very helpful for me because I do want to interact with you, want to interact with the audience. If you can see me as a replay, leave a comment, and what I'm going to do is come by afterwards and interact with you there. But what I wanted to do today primarily was test the software, see if it's working, get my confidence levels up. And then I wanted to tell you a little bit about what I want to do next week. Because next week I am launching my brand new book, the Raise Your Vibration Bootcamp book. And this book is filled with healing. So I got a comment from YouTube. Solace can see me. Hello, I'm going to put you. Look at that. Yay. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but yay. Elaine is here. Hi, Elaine. So we've got a Facebook person and a YouTube person. So that's working. So it's such a relief. And Joyce is here as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love this book. I designed this myself. I did the cover myself, all the doodles and everything. I even got fancy fonts. And look, it's got a ton of QR codes in there. Now, I know for some of you, QR codes have a bad energy, but I actually think they're really useful in a paperback book because all you have to do is put your phone on the page and you get a little link and you click the link and you hop straight to the meditations. So I'm excited because this is obviously working because you guys can see me. So what I'm going to be doing is doing live every day next week at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. so that we'll get the Americans in there because I want to try and include everyone. And I'm launching this first of all in Ireland and then worldwide, just because Amazon are awkward. You wouldn't believe this. I'm in Ireland and I'm an author and I've been publishing on Amazon, and yet I cannot buy my own books from amazon.co.uk, but then they wouldn't let me buy them from even from France or from Germany. So I've set up on a brand new website that's run by a friend of mine, Rachel, and it's called buythebook.ie. And I think I've put the link below. So you can pre-order the book in Ireland and I will actually sign it and post it out to you personally if you buy it from them, which is really, really cool. So what I want to do today, besides kind of get comfortable with all of this technology, is actually explain to you, that this book is 10 years worth of work. So I know I've already had a book out this year. I had my One Day at a Time diary for 2024. And the good news is there's one for next year. And I'm working on getting a printer so I can again sell them on Buy the Book and hand sign them and post them out to people in Ireland and figure out a way maybe to get it to America as well. The problem when I ship a book from Ireland to America is that they have to fill out a customs form. So what I'm looking for maybe for next year, for the 2026 diary, is somebody who I can ship a whole box of diaries to, and then they can post them locally. So we'll figure that one out next year. I think the fact that I've got a diary at all is great. But then I had the book Weapons of Mass Protection, which I'm sure some of you have seen, with Mark Atwood, and that came out in May. So it's kind of a surprise to suddenly see me look as another book this year. But seriously, 10 years worth of bootcamp books. And for those of you who've been following me for a while know that every year, twice a year, I run this online program, Raise Your Vibration Bootcamp. And the whole point of it is vital for where we are today. Many of you know this, but the whole point is to help you stay in your frequency, help you keep your frequency high, keep expanded so that you remember who you are. You know, healing is releasing all the parts of you that you've claimed as you, but are not you. You're not your illness. You're not your I cannots, all of those things. And so it's shedding all of those. It's shedding emotional pain. It's shedding memories that you're holding of things that happened when it didn't go your way, of shock and trauma and grief. That's what healing is. But remembering who you are beneath all of your experiences, all of your thoughts, all of your emotions. That's what Bootcamp does. And I do it for 21 days. So I thought it would be great to get this book together because the next one, which is September 17th, in 2 weeks' time, is my 20th boot camp. And so 10 years of boot camp, 2 boot camps a year. It's my 20th boot camp. And I used to charge 150 euros for it, but now it starts at 22 and you can pay what you can afford so that you can come along. I've noticed that if people don't pay, then they don't show up. It's really interesting that. So I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to show you what I'm about. I'm here to send healing. I'm here to connect. I want to do lives more often. I'm feeling if I do a whole week of lives next week, maybe then I'll do them once or twice a week and make it a regular thing because it's nice to have the interaction and it's nice to get that connection with you. And I know later in the day would be better because people will be available from all around, but this one is just for me because I was a bit nervous. So what I thought I'd do is actually do an exercise with you because this is called Anyone for Healing and I'm a healer and I want you to learn how to heal yourselves. So if you have any interest in learning how to heal yourself, that's really what this book does. It helps you heal yourself. And it's just so good to be able to share the knowledge of the last 10 years with everybody. So what I'm going to do next week is this exercise here, increasing self-worth, a 3-day exercise. So I figure a 3-day exercise, we have 5 days to do it and we can repeat it and it'll deepen. And I think people might enjoy that. And so if you can't make it on the live, I'm hoping, and I'll know more after today, that these videos will be recorded and they'll stay on my profile so you can come back and watch the replay. What you'll be able to do is talk in the comments, tell me how you're doing. I'm not one of these, content creator. Could you call me content creator? I'm not one of these people that makes these videos and then fucks off and never comes back. I'm always checking the comments. I'm always interacting and engaging with people. So if you have anything that comes up for you, you can tell me in the comments. But I also have a Telegram group. Telegram. I know it's kind of, maybe it's not allowed to say it on these other platforms, but it's just like a big WhatsApp chat. And everybody's welcome to come who's doing healing. And you can literally show up and say, I'm having a shit day today. And the group will give you a hug. I'll give you a hug. I'll pop in and I can actually read some of the things that are going on for people through the energy of their texts and messages and give you some, pointers or tips as to what might help or what might be going on for you. These are the times that we're in, guys. The times that we're in is the world is being shaken up. If you haven't noticed already, you're probably not watching this video. And I want to keep these short as well. I'm not going to go on for an hour or 2 hours because I've also noticed people have a tendency to talk and talk and talk and talk, and you could be stuck on something. It's like, I don't have 3 hours to watch this. So will we get stuck into the exercise I want to do today? Because I think this is a really good warm-up exercise for increasing self-worth, which is what we'll do next week. And this one is called, I accept myself completely, just as I am in the moment. So Leslie, I see your comment here on Facebook. It's great to have you. And thank you. I always give a little shout out for Leslie, who sent me a copy of her book, which is so cute. And if I start doing lives, I'll probably end up reading some of these from her book. So thank you very much for that. And you love my plant. My plant is distracting you. What I'm going to do, go here and start wiggling it. It's funny. So I accept myself completely just as I am in this moment. So it really links in very nicely to increasing self-worth, right? So let's go to the idea first of all, because there's a lot of, exercises. You look in the mirror and you say, oh, I like myself and all that kind of stuff. And if you don't mean it, it doesn't mean anything. So you really need to take a few moments and pull yourself out of all the things that you're in that aren't here. So if you're too busy to really focus on me right now, and I know it's not really an ideal time of day, but come back and watch the replay, because again, my fingers are crossed that everything's recording, and give this a little bit of time. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send out a frequency. So through me as the radio, as the receiver of all the frequencies, and I'm sending it out to you to help you come down, to help you come into your body more. That's why I love being a facilitator for things like Bootcamp, because I can hold that space where people start to be able to hear their own thoughts, maybe for the first time in a long time, because there's just so much bombardment of CRAP everywhere you go. It's very difficult to come down and come in. So you can do it with your hands, a little bit like Harry Potter, where they're doing the spells out here. And then as they get older, they graduate and they can just say the spell in their mind very quietly and it happens. But you can say, okay, I'm pulling myself in and I'm coming down into my body. So I accept myself completely just as I am in this moment. And just to say that the book is split into 3 parts. So the first part are one-off exercises that you can do anytime of day. The second part will be what we'll be looking at next week, which is exercises that take a few days to do because they deepen on repeat. And then the third part of the book is 4 actual full bootcamp program. So you've got 21 days worth of exercises times 4. Now I'm crap at maths, so I don't know what that adds up to. I do have it written down somewhere. So I'm going to put your comment up, Gemini Mama, because this is beautiful. We all need to disconnect more. And in order to disconnect more, we have to bring our full awareness into that as a practice. And it's a practice. So I'm not into meditation where, you sit down, you do the same thing every day, you go by rote, and then it gets boring. What we have to do is make it different every day. That's why I've got so many different exercises here as ideas for you. So now I'm going to introduce a concept of the focus of your awareness. So because I've been sending out this frequency, because you're still here listening, at least I hope you are, you're bringing yourself in. You can imagine, open up the imagination that the focus of your awareness is a bright little ball. And more than likely, it's over here, over your head here, or over there. What happens is it splits and scatters across the 4 winds. So the focus of your awareness could be with someone you're having a fight with, and it's not even with you. And that's why you're kind of phasing in and out of focus. So imagine you're casting a line out like a fishing line. You're hooking the focus of your awareness and you're reeling it back into yourself so that it's coming in, and then you position it over your head, because you have to remember, you are the master of your life. You have the ability to master your emotions and your thoughts. And it's like Gemini Mama says, we're in this 24/7 news cycle. We've got this information, we've got that information, we're blowing over here, we're blowing over there, and we're not mastering ourselves. We're not saying no. We're not saying I'm changing what's in here. I'm not going to think of this. This is only going to make you stronger. So you're reeling in the focus of your awareness. I'm consulting the book for the next step. Now, obviously, I wrote the exercise, so I kind of know where we're going with this, but it's nice to read it out. Using your imagination, using the power of your will, move that ball of light over your head. Now, isn't that really interesting concept? The power of your will, that's willpower. And if you don't have any power, because you're leaking out your power everywhere, because you're handing your power over to people, that's just what it is. So you can say, I accept myself completely just as I am in this moment, and notice I don't have very much power behind my will. I accept that. That's because of whatever way I'm living. That's because of whatever I'm not doing or whatever I am doing. And I say, okay, if I don't like it, I have the power to change it. But first I need to take my power back. So we'll do a little aside here. And if you feel your 2 feet on the ground and you're not feeling very powerful right now, you can close your eyes. I'm doing it too. And you can say, I ask my power to come back to me from wherever it is. Now, when I look at power in my mind's eye, I see it as orange and yellow and light, and it's coming in maybe like snowflakes in back to you, or maybe just a big chunk of power that someone else was holding that you could just pull it in and say, no, I want my power back. You know, we leak power all the time. It's conditioning, and we have to retrain ourselves out of that. So now, feeling power coming back, I allow myself to be powerful, full of power. You see, words are magic. Words are spelling. Yeah, spelling, the casting spells. All right, next step. Bring the focus of your awareness, which is that beautiful ball of light, into your head. So you're imagining and you're allowing it to come in so that it sits behind your eyes. How does it feel? Does it feel different? Do you feel, oh, I have a little bit of clarity, a little bit more sharpness? Yeah, that feels pretty good. Now, just doing that much can help, especially if you're not focused, especially if you have a task to do, especially if you find yourself flitting around like a butterfly with all of those other things that you're being bombarded with. No, I'm bringing my awareness, calling my power back. I'm in my head. I'm here. Joyce says she's feeling stronger already. The epitome of the strength comes into your lower back. So I would recommend you bring that ball all the way down through your spine and into your tummy and sit it into your pelvis in the seat of power. So I'm carving a pathway for everybody watching this if you want to do that. But what we're going to do is sit with the affirmation. And affirmations are so powerful. I've got an affirmation workshop on my YouTube that you can take the whole workshop for free. It's right there. How do you actually use an affirmation? Powerful as a powerful word. Each word is powerful. You say the words and you mean them 100%. I accept myself completely, just as I am in this moment, with your awareness in your mind. You see what happens, and as I said earlier, that healing is letting go of all the things that aren't you, everything in you that doesn't accept yourself exactly as you are in this moment. That's what you need to heal. That's what you need to release. That's what you need to work with. So again, if you have time and space, any thought that comes up, write it down, and then you can work with it, not against it. You can work with it to clear it from your system. So now we're going to bring the focus of awareness into the heart. So just feeling that ball of light coming in and coming down and coming into your heart. And I know I've gone over 15 minutes. I only wanted to do 10 minutes, but we'll just 2 more minutes. Feeling the focus of your awareness growing bigger and bigger as your heart light shines outwards. Here's compassion and love. Here's true self-compassion, which is what we're going to work on next week. I accept myself completely as I am in this moment. Now, if you want to continue with the exercise, you can take a minute and breathe and bring that ball of light down to your belly. Let's do it. Come on, guys, let's do it. Bring the ball of light down to your belly. Breathe and soften the belly. I accept myself just as I am in this moment completely. I forgot the completely part. And that's it. You let it go. See, the idea is of boot camp. You just 10 minutes a day doing the exercises. So every exercise in the book should really only take 10 minutes. The reason why this was longer is because I'm talking. You can see I like doing talking. So next week, Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. Irish time, we'll be doing an exercise every day from the book, and we'll be deepening and deepening and deepening. And so you could put it in your diary, and if the 4 p.m. doesn't work, you can show up and watch the replay. And that's what bootcamp's all about. So the actual bootcamp that starts the 17th of September, I send the emails out with the tasks, 6 a.m. And then you have the whole day to do it. And then tomorrow's task comes in again at 6 a.m. So I really want to hear from you. Did you like the live? Did you feel the healing? Should I do more lives? Do you have any questions on anything I've said? I really want to know how you're doing. I really want to know where you are with your healing work. I'd love you to come and join me on Telegram. Maybe because now I'll get used to this studio setup that I'm in, I'll be able to have a link and I can put the link up on the screen and show you where I am. And then I'll just get easy with this, and I can do it on my phone when I'm out and about, and I can connect in and talk to you a lot more, because I think 10 minutes every day is really, really good. 10 minutes every day. So I'm sending you so much love, and I'm pulling my energy out because I did facilitate this. So I kind of put energy in. So I'm pulling my energy out and pulling my power back into me. And I hope to see you in the comments, and I hope you'll show up next week for the series of healing that I'm going to do. Okay. Bye.